Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Waggers, and today I'm doing something a little bit different than what I usually do. So here is probably one of the most underused weapons in Monster Hunter Rise, the bow. Now doesn't really come as a surprise, as in World it was very, very different. It was underwhelming, it wasn't as strong as it is in Rise, and today I'm going to give you a couple of builds that are very good for beginners and high rank monsters and hunters alike. So, as you guys can see, I have the Feline Bow. It is possibly one of the most underused weapons out of the entire Monster Hunter series, to be honest, where most people will go for raw damage from the Greatsword or the adaptability of the Hunting Horn providing buffs, but the bow offers so much. So allow me to sort of demonstrate what it's got and what it can do. Okay, so for starters, this is what we're going to be doing. So if I show you guys what build I've got and what I can highly recommend, I have a few different ones. So this is my spread build that I've got for the Feline Trick Bow. It includes the shell-studded hat, the Rachna the shell-studded gloves, Rachna Coil, Rachna Greaves, Demon Petalace 3, and my own talisman, which I'm very, very happy with. It took ages for me to try and get something like this, but this is obviously without decoration, so as you guys can see, it has spread up level 3, aim booster, Constitution level 2, Stamina Surge level 2, normal rapid up, because this bow does have a spread and a rapid sort of charge, but no bow charge plus. But there is a reason for that, because this is possibly the only bow that already has all of its charges unlocked. So it has all 4 levels, which is why I like it so much. So I can actually have a helmet instead of having the bow charge plus helmet, which works beautiful for me. So let's equip this. Let's do a little bit of testing with how much damage this thing can do. Let's just change you to low, have infinite use, and let's equip the coating. So as you can see, already has the max charge, and it's still a lot of damage. It is very, very good. Say literally a few hits and it's already over 1,000 damage, and that's not even with the extra decorations, and that was with the close range coating as well. So if we are really getting into it, here is the one. So as you guys can see, the one without decorations and the one with. So it comes with, well, so I put on 3 attack jewels. I've got aim booster, which has gone up from 2 to 3. I've got constitution, which has gone up from 2 to 3. Stamina surge level 3, spread up, stays at level 3. Hunger resistance level 3, because we don't want our stamina to go down at all. And reload speed goes to 2. It also comes with recovery speed 2 and earplugs, just because we have some spare decorations left over. Yeah, so obviously we saw what the first one could do. Let's just put these 2 on weight so you guys can see the damage and with the previous combo. But the best part is, every time it automatically puts the coating on, which is fantastic. So we're going to be going for the close range coating again. Going to be staying with the full charge, and you've seen how much damage this does. It does so much more. Yeah, that's a huge difference compared to anything I've ever thought of. I mean, this bow is absolutely fantastic. I love it. So as you guys can see, I know it looks a little bit weird, but the Feline Trick Bow already has all 4 charge slots and a recovery arc shot, which is brilliant. Now, as you can see, its affinity is minus 15%, which is fine, because that works well with its rampage skill. And it also comes with a random defense boost of 18. No idea why that is, but I can't complain. Extra defense is extra defense. So, Brutal Strike. anything with a minus affinity attack increases its damage. As it already has minus 15%, its damage is already increased. So we're not worried about critical hits or anything because we're already doing more damage because of it. The coatings that it can use are the close range coating, the power coating, and the para coating, which is awesome. Because what I've noticed is with all the feline weapons, the ones that you use your buddy tickets with, they all have a paralysis. So I'm very happy with that. Obviously, very decent attack, 199. But that's including my attack boost level 3. So it is originally 190, which is not boosted by the Brutal Strike Affinity Minus, which sets it to 234, which is a lot. But I think it might be because either Blake or Darwin has used Power Drum and increased my attack a little bit further than it should have. But enough about that. I've also got a separate one. This one has the Pookie Pookie braces instead of the shell-studded gloves because of Spare Shot. Now, it only has Spare Shot level 1, which is fine, because luckily for me, my talisman has Spare Shot level 2. If I didn't have my Spare Shot level 2 talisman, I would be using a different helmet. So the helmet that I would be using instead of the shell-studded hat would be Utsushi's Hidden One, because it comes with Razor Sharp, Spare Shot, Wirebug, Whisperer. And that double Spare Shot would be good, and we would get rid of the Pookie Pookie gloves and have the shell-studded gloves on instead. But like I said, I just got really, really lucky with the talismans, so I can't exactly complain. But if you really, really want something that's very decent, already has 3 Spare Shot, Constitution, Spread Up, Reload Speed, and then with all the decorations, it has Max Constitution, level 3 Attack Boost, 3 Spare Shot, Aim Booster, Stamina Surge, Stamina Thief, because you have so many spare slots left that you just can't use them for, and Stamina Thief is always a good one. Spread Up, and Reload Speed, because we like putting our coatings on without having to put them on. So, again, not as powerful because of the Spread Up and the Rapid Up, but powerful enough to keep you going. And not only that, it still looks pretty decent in my opinion. Still has all the damage that we need. And that isn't even with the power coating on, so the power coating still does a lot more, but Spare Shot activates 25% of the time, which is very good, especially if you're using like para coating or power coating, which is the only ones that it uses, but again, it's not a necessity. So we don't have to worry about Dragon Piercer. It is quite strong, but you will always have max charge Dragon Piercer, which is very, very nice. And it does do a fair amount of damage if hit right. But unfortunately, I don't use it that often because I mostly use the aerial aim. Because in my opinion, it's just so much better and so much stronger. Oh yeah, we haven't even used Herculean Draw on this yet. So Herculean Draw, get up to max. And even with the power coating, it still does massive amounts of damage. See, there wasn't even 84 in there. That's not even with the power coating. And with the stun bonus, it obviously does 113. So it's a lot of damage and it's really good to start getting into. You could be whizzing around everywhere. I recommend changing the switch skill as soon as you get it, just because it makes things so much more fun. Aerial aim is very powerful and very good at dodging. I rarely use Herculean Draw, mainly because it takes up 2 of the Wirebugs instead of the 1 that aerial aim uses. But yeah, that's what I mean. And not only that, the bow looks freaking terrifying. I mean, look at that. You basically have a cat with arrows coming straight out of it, and what more could you ask for? It's freaking cool. I love it. Well, anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening, tuning in, and hopefully you learned something. I know I did when I first played this. I never thought I'd be a bow main. I honestly never thought I'd be a bow main. I did start off with the hunting horn, and then I moved on to the bow, and I've never looked back. I'm so happy with what I was able to accomplish with these builds, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this just as much as I did. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in, and look forward to more builds and more things in the future, especially with all the updates coming out. So I'll see you in the next one, guys.